What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. And I want to speak on a recent statement or a recent post that I saw about a statement that Bronny James made. And so this statement that Bronny James made, I think it just proves that Bronny James is even more entitled and delusional than maybe even his father, man. For him to disrespect Mike and throw any shade at Michael Jordan, I think is I like I said, it just makes him just look delusional. And so this statement here is Bronny James throws shade at MJ. I can do what he can. And so he goes on to say, I can shoot threes, I can drive left, and I can do both of those. Basically, he's trying to say that those was the weaknesses of Michael Jordan, right? And I think instead of, Bronny James, I don't even know why he even comparing himself to Michael Jordan. Instead of him really comparing himself to Michael Jordan, I think Bronny James should be in that gym for like 24 hours a day. Number one, let me just start and say that Mike didn't have to shoot threes, and when he did, Mike shot around the same percentage of three. He made around the same percentage as like what the average or a little bit above what the average ball players of today make. And Mike didn't make that a part of his game because Mike had a nice fadeaway jumper, and Mike could get to the rim. That's number one. Number two, Michael Jordan, his left hand, as a matter of fact, by the time that was a scouting report on Mike when he first came out that he couldn't shoot. He wasn't a great shooter. He was just a slasher and a scorer. But by the time Mike left the league, and also they said that he couldn't go left. And I remember Kenny Smith said the same thing about Michael Jordan, that he couldn't go left. But by the time Mike left the league, like his left hand was dominant. It was stronger than most people's strong hand. That his offhand was better than most people's strong hand. And so Mike made it so that wasn't true. Like Mike could go left, Mike could go right, Mike could shoot the three, and and so that wasn't true. And so this also proves that Bronny James don't know the history of the game. He don't know the Michael Jordan's history, because in order for you make a statement like that, you gotta know what you're talking about as far as like what Mike could do and what Mike couldn't do. Now, if by the end of my career, Mike couldn't go left, or he couldn't shoot the 3-pointer, and people knew that was his weakness, then that's one thing. But you got a guy in Michael Jordan who was dominant, during his era, and a lot of people consider Mike to be the GOAT. So why, if you are a player who's having a hard time scoring in the G League, why would you even want to even discuss Michael Jordan? And like I said, that just proves that he don't know the history of the game. He don't have any respect for the history of the game, because you can't really be discussing Michael Jordan if you can only average 4 points in college, number one. Number two, he wasn't even the best ball player on his team in high school. And and he only reason why he's even in the league now is because of who his father is. Michael Jordan could have did the same thing with his son, Marcus. Marcus, in my opinion, was a better player in college than Bronny James. And not just in my opinion, but if you go look at Marcus's stats, his stats were better in college than Bronny James. And so and just on the eye test, if you look at old footage of Marcus Jordan playing in college, you could tell that Marcus Jordan was a better ball player than Bronny James. Bronny James is he's not good on defense. He don't handle the ball well. He don't particularly shoot well. And I don't even know where he get this notion that he can shoot the three, because he don't. He recently had a game where he shot he shot like 1 for 7. As a matter of fact, his shooting percentage from 3-point is 17%. So why is Bronny James up here saying that he can shoot the three? Michael Jordan can shoot way better than 17%. So Bronny James, not only is he a good I hear that he's a good gamer, but he's also a good comedian. Because that's a joke for him to say that he can do anything. He can do anything better than Michael Jordan. I think that's that's funny. So yeah, that's my take on it. I just wanted to speak about this thing where he says that he can do something that Mike couldn't do. Anything as far as basketball is concerned. That's my take on it. Let me know what you think about it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And with that being said, also leave a comment, and I'll check you all out in the next video. Peace.